Welcome back. It is the Buckmaster Show. Time for our monthly interview segment featuring our monthly scam alert presented by the Better Business Bureau of Southern Arizona. We welcome Suzanne Miller, Director of Communication and Consumer Affairs at the BBB. How are you, Suzanne?
I'm good, Bill. And yourself?
I'm doing very well. Thank you for asking. It's very serendipitous to have you on the program today because the BBB this morning let this out to the news media, kind of the discussion centering around the BBB Scam Tracker Risk Index report, and we're learning all sorts of interesting information about some of the top scams.
Yeah, the top 10 scams.
Top 10, yeah.
Mm-hmm.
So where do we begin?
Well, so people understand what this index report is about. So in 2017, consumers reported more than 47,000 scams to our BBB scam tracker. And it basically pushed the amount of scam reports to over 100,000. So that's 100,000 heroes that wanted to warn other people about scams that were going on, which I think is incredible and quite touching. And this is something that we use. This is data that we use to really help warn others and how vulnerable they are. So the BBB Scam Risk Index is unique via our algorithm. So the formula is exposure times the susceptibility times the monetary loss. And these three factors help us understand, like I said, what scams work and how everybody is vulnerable. Because it's not about if you're going to get targeted, it's about when.
Yeah, it is. The vulnerability affects everybody.
Mm-hmm.
If you're anywhere near a computer, it's going to happen.
Absolutely.
So the scammers are so clever, and, they're always changing their strategy. So you've really got to have as your best weapon consumer education.
Absolutely. It is the best way to, win this fight. So
let's go over some of these highlights from the 2017 risk report.
Well, there's so many.
There's
so many. This is a long report, and
okay.
It's available at bbb.org, just so people can know to get all of the details in there. But BBB observed a decrease of more than 60% in the number of scams reported related to tax collection. And being that it's tax season, I thought that was quite interesting. And this was probably because of the arrest in Mumbai, India. I remember you and I had talked about that.
Yeah, there was kind of they targeted a lot of folks over there, so shut down some of these scammers.
Yeah, it was the ringleader for the IRS scam, and the call centers that he had set up. So that could have really played into it. And 2017 was the year of the "Can you hear me now" scam. We remember that. We had over 10,000 reports about that. So it wasn't our imagination that, this was happening. However, in good news, nobody reported to have lost any money from this. So hopefully it was just somebody who didn't have anything better to do and was calling everyone. And then the online purchases, they really took over as a top spot as the riskiest scam. And for those online purchase scams, the biggest ones were pets, clothing, cosmetics, electronics, and automobiles. Basically, phishing emails where you put in your financial information, bought something, but nothing came of it.
So how does that one work? They want obviously your information,
right? But
they're not going to give you the product that they say they're going to give you.
Exactly. And like with the pets, the puppy scam. Everybody wants this, this rare breed, and they can get it to you, and it's a really great discount, and so many promises, and you never get the puppy. Craigslist, you purchase the car, and you never get the car. Just the rental scams that are going on. You sign a lease and you put down a deposit, but you never get, the actual home or apartment. And so those are what we're talking about when we talk about online purchase scams.
We had several weather-related disasters, so the scammers see, oh boy, opportunity.
Yeah.
Home improvement.
I know, but
I
you know
can
what?
fix it.
The interesting thing about that, even though we had all of those natural disasters last year, it actually dropped from the number one riskiest scam to number 6. So it's still there, but it is not as high. And I think because the phishing scams are just so high when it comes to online purchasing.
And so much publicity was centered about be cautious to all of the victims of these disasters.
We love that
cautious.
because it wasn't just us giving the warnings. We were hearing that from, so many venues, and that was really, I think, great. Again, consumer education is the key.
Are we getting some more of these vacation scams? You could win a trip to the Bahamas or whatever.
Absolutely. The top destinations being like Orlando, Florida, Disney, Mexico, Cancun, the Bahamas. I mean, they all sound wonderful to me. I want to go.
Yeah.
But yeah, those are definitely top scams. That's and the government grants, those both join the list. So travel, vacations, and government grants. And the government grants, it's funny, that's something that you find actually as a Facebook scam. It comes as a message that that looks like it's from a friend. Hey, have you heard about this government scam or
right.
government grant, and it's actually a scam. So it looks like your friend, and they just send you a link. Well, you click on that link, it's a phishing link.
Yeah, some of these, getting back, can you hear me? There's one that I got recently, actually. I said, hello, and then they said, boy, you sure are hard to get a hold of. It was not a real person. It was a recorded message.
Oh, my goodness.
Yes. They were saying, you're so hard to get a hold of. You're as hard as my mother-in-law to try to get a hold of. Something really weird.
And it wasn't a person?
No, it wasn't. It was a recorded message. So I throw that out there. That
wow.
might help someone. Just
I tell you, every day I hear of a new scam or a new version of an old scam. It's crazy.
Impersonation has always been one of the landmarks of scammers.
Mm-hmm.
Saying they're with the IRS or, like you're being sued. The IRS has opened up a case number now against you.
Law enforcement's going to show up at your door
if you don't want
pay.
us to pursue it.
And Better Business Bureau is on that list too. But basically, they say that they're with a well-known and trusted business, and the consumers, click to that, like Microsoft, Publishers Clearinghouse, back to that, travel scam and lottery, and any U.S. government agency. They're all part of this impersonation scam. And I know here locally there's a lot of people reporting that it is the U.S. Marshal's Office that is calling them, and they have a warrant out for their arrest because they didn't show up for jury duty, and they have to pay $500 right then and there, or someone will be showing up at their door in an hour to arrest them and take them to jail. So, and it comes up as a spoof number, so it looks like it truly is the U.S. Marshal's Office, but it's not.
And again, where can people find out more about this? By going to the BBB website, right?
Yes, BBB.org.
Is the full report up there?
Yeah, because we have the full top 10 on there. I know we're out of time, but we have the full top 10 list of investment scams, employment scams, advance fee loan scam, the fake check scam, which is big here in southern Arizona, by the way. That's one of the biggest ones reported.
Checks.
Fake check scam, where somebody gets a check, is asked to deposit it, and then send a portion of it back via Western Union. So the check will then bounce a couple weeks later, so that person is out that money, and they think that they just made $1,200. No, they just lost probably $3,000. So that's a big one. The tech support scam still going strong. We talked about that last time.
And what about your torch awards? I wanted to carve a minute or two out about your upcoming BBB Torch Awards event coming up.
Thanks, Bill. Yes, we are so excited about that. It's going to be Friday, April 20th, and you can find more about that at bbb.org. But this year we are celebrating businesses who do business the right way, and we're having a golf tournament in the morning and the awards dinner in the evening.
That's
it's
a full day.
Yeah, Casino del Sol. So we are going to have so much fun around this.
Tickets in advance?
Absolutely. So go to that bbb.org and you'll find the link to purchasing tickets if you want to become a sponsor, if you want to register, a team of 4 for the golf tournament. It's going to be a great time.
It's all there at bbb.org. Suzanne Miller, always a pleasure. Thank you very much. And all of our scam alerts are pretty much up there at bbb.org as well.
Absolutely.
We're delighted to have that. Have a great afternoon.
Thanks. You too, Bill.
Be right back.